Hello and welcome. Today we will needle felt a baby penguin like this one. For this project you will need a needle felting mat, some white wool batting, gray batting, orange batting, a bit of black batting, and also felting needles, 36 gauge triangle and 38 gauge star. Let's get started. Take the white wool batting and make a roll with it. This is going to be our base shape. Now, take the 36 gauge triangle needle and start poking the wool. When you poke it, the barbs on the needle drive the fibers from the surface deeper into the wool. Poke evenly around the whole shape, like I show here. Do not felt in the same spot. Do not bend the needle while it's inside the wool. You might easily break it. Remember that the tip of the needle is very fragile. It is also very sharp, so be careful not to prick your fingers. Look at the spot that you are felting all the time. Initially, you need to felt really deep. Try to move the fibers from the surface into the core of the roll. This will make your toy firmer. The denser are the fibers in your woolen creations, the more durable they will be. They won't lose shape with time and will be more dust-proof. As this is a beginner-level project, I don't felt it a whole lot. As you progress in your needle felting technique, try to make really firm sculptures to make them durable. One end of this wool roll is going to become the penguin's head, which will be round, and the other one is going to be its bottom. And it has to be flat, so that the penguin can stand. So decide which end is going to be the bottom and try to make it flat by poking it more, especially in the center. When you get this base shape felted, it's time to add the plumage. As we're making a baby penguin, its feathers will be gray, not black. Take a bit of gray wool batting, fluff the fibers a little bit, and start felting them on top of our base shape with 36 triangle needle. Remember to felt evenly and not just in one spot. We will cover everything but the face and the belly with gray wool. Start with one small piece of gray wool and add more wool as you go. When you get to cover the head, carefully outline the face. Make 2 arcs for the eyes. Once you have made the penguin's coat, go over the whole body once or twice with the 38-star needle to make it more even. This time, do not go very deep. Stay close to the surface with the needle. Now let's make the wings. Take 2 equal pieces of gray wool so that your wings are the same size. We'll do one wing first. Lay down the wool flat and make 2 lines with your needle like I show here. These will be our fold lines to make a triangular shape for the wing. We're trying to create a flat triangular wings with well-felted tips and loose fibers at the root. To make a flat shape, you have to felt from both sides and you have to flip your wing from time to time so that it doesn't get attached to the mat. Remember to keep the fibers at the root part of the wings loose. We'll be using them to attach the wings to the body. Try to round the edges of the wing. Now, make the second wing in the same fashion. You can hold the wings side by side as you felt to compare them and make sure they are the same size and symmetrical. Once we're done with the wings, let's attach them to the body. We use the loose fibers to do that. Use 38-star needle for attaching the wings. Just apply the loose fibers to the side of the head and start felting until your fibers are flush with the rest of the surface. When attaching the second wing, make sure to put it at the same height as the first one. You need to felt under the wings as well. This will make the bond stronger. Now let's make the eyes. We're going to use the black wool for that. Take 2 tiny equal pieces of it, roll them into small balls and felt in place of the eyes with the 38 star needle. Take your time and be accurate to get 2 nice round eyes. We will next make the beak from a small piece of orange wool. Fluff it a bit. As with the wings, we are going to start by felting a flat shape on the mat first. Then we are going to fold it into a cone. We will felt the tip and make it pointy by rotating our cone all the time. And we will leave the fibers at the end of it loose for attaching it later. Here I thought I had some excess fibers, so I just pulled them out. To attach the beak, you just put it in its place and push all the loose fibers into the core of the head with the 38 star needle. Try to be accurate when doing that, not to have any orange fibers around the beak on the face. If you accidentally leave some orange on the face, you can always cover it with more white wool. Let's make the feet next. We will use 2 equally sized chunks of orange wool for that. We start by felting a flat shape and then folding the edges to create a foot-like shape. We will again keep fibers on one end loose for attaching the feet. You need to flip the shape from time to time so that it felts well and doesn't get attached to the mat. Repeat the process to get the second foot done in the same manner. Now let's attach the feet. See in the video how I do it by pushing the loose fibers in. You use a 38-star needle for that. Try to be accurate and maintain the feet shapes when attaching them. Also, make sure the bottom of the penguin is flat, even with the feet attached, so that your penguin can stand. Now you can look for any loose fibers and do final polish with 38-star needle by pushing them in or smoothing any uneven parts. And voila! Your baby penguin is done. You now have a great woolen toy that you've made yourself. If you enjoyed the tutorial, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I also sell a needle felting kit with the materials for this toy. You can find a link to it in the video description.